following is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee.
Welcome in, everybody. I'm Devin O'Day, and I hope you can hear. Had a little change in cameras today, so I hope you can see and hear okay. We have got Waggin Tales Wednesday and got some really good stories. First of all, we're going to kick off things with something very important. First, hopefully all your pets are doing okay after the fireworks. There are a lot of lost pets today in a lot of the animal shelters. So if you've lost a pet and you're looking for yours and it got away during the loud, you can check with your local animal shelters and always look at the lost and found pages on Facebook. Let's check out Pet Community Center. They are amazing. They do vet work and they do low-cost spay and neuters. They've got a truck. They have got the Pet Community Center where you can go in and get things done. And they come to certain communities as well. It is a great charity. If you're going to support anything, Pet Community Center is a great way to put your money. And this story they put together to tell you a little bit about some of the behind the scenes heart stories behind Pet Community Center.
When Lady Bird came to me, she came from a rough environment and she was broken and her spirit was broken and she was just real scared and timid. And Olive has been real motherly toward her, has taught her how to open up and how to tear things up. And Lady Bird is growing every day and learning how to love.
Jennifer, she's a pet coordinator that I met at Pet Community Center. I met her down there about a year ago and we've been friends ever since. Anything I call her and ask her for Chloe, she always there for me. She never turns me down. I really appreciate her and the work that she does.
She started helping us with our dogs. She called us all the time and tell us about our appointments and things that we got. And they gave them the shots and everything they needed to have and everything. She was always out here.
Well, my pets mean to me. I love them like they're my children. I take care of Chloe. She just a support dog for me. Being alone, disabled, if I get depressed, she keeps me going every day. So I'm grateful for Chloe.
They're emotional and mental support for me. They're really all I have, family-wise, and they're who I go to for everything. They're who I lean on. They give me hope. They're what get me up and get me going every day. I have 2 dogs and I have 4 cats. All of the cats have been trapped. We had to catch them because we were going to have lots and lots more.
I had 2 little kittens that was up under my ramp. I got a box, brought them in, put a blanket in there.
Jennifer would call me and say, Karen, do you think you can catch one of them? And buddy, 5 minutes later, I'd have that cat call. And we caught all 4 of them.
I called Jen. I said, what can I feed them? I was taking them and feeding both of them. So I was a little adopted mom for a minute with some little kittens.
With a Pet Community Center, they've all been fixed and they've all had their shots. They're just happy as can be. They get treats all the time. Jennifer's always dropping them off something.
I put it in my arm and I pick up to me. I said, get mama a kiss, get mama a kiss, and I give her a kiss. And she'll kiss me. And sometimes she'll lay right up on my shoulder.
Well, I'm on a fixed income, and both of these dogs are rescues. They get vet care that I couldn't afford to give them. They get their shots. They get all their needs, and I couldn't afford to give that to them.
I'm on a low fixed income. I wouldn't be able to afford the shots and food and stuff for Chloe.
It's a blessing that these dogs have what they have. And it's because of Pet Community Center and Pets for Life that they have that.
Little Chloe, she's very healthy thanks to them.
And it's not just me, that I know that Pet Community Center helps, and that wouldn't be possible without the donors.
Yes, we love nighttime at the zoo. It is just such a different atmosphere, such a whole different vibe with your friends and family. And we have night visions that started last week, and it will be here till the end of July. And night visions, we describe it as a mind-bending, dream-like experience. It's kind of you're experiencing different light shows paired with unique music and just something like you've never seen before. Most of our animals are in their nighttime quarters and they're sleeping for the evening. However, we do have our flamingos that will be out for the duration of the event, the entire time it's running. And we also have our Unseen New World exhibit, which is home to our reptiles, amphibians, some mammals that will be open about an hour into the time of night visions. We start about 7:15, 7:30, and it ends about 10:30, but it will get even later into July. We'll stay open until about 11:30. We do have adult beverages. We have beverage carts along the path as guests are strolling, checking out all those cool night shows, our night scenes. You can get beer, margarita, and some seltzers and just have a good time. We have our food carts open, available for snacks like pretzels and popcorn, and we do have our dining options available as well. So admission to Night Visions is $19 for kiddos and $23 for teens and adults.
This is your last full weekend to take advantage of the night visions, and it's so wonderful. And even during the hot days, it still cools off enough at night that you can really enjoy the zoo. A happy shout out to Elizabeth, who is watching today. Glad to have you here. We love getting your comments. Make sure you leave comments in the comments section. Suzanne and Mark in Alabama, good to have you here. And I love how you guys talk to each other. We become this little coffee clutch or coffee clatch in the middle. Speaking of coffee clatch, have you been to the Clatch Coffee over in Gallatin at the Inside Out Markets? Just giving them a good shout out. And Elizabeth shares something really wonderful. Life continues to be wonderful. You have a blessed week too. As we have the conversation going, we're going to also talk about TPAC. There's some good things coming in the fall. We're already thinking about fall because I don't know about you, but we're all like halfway through the summer now. Halfway through. Crazy, huh? Here's what's coming to TPAC in the fall.
5 stars for To Kill a Mockingbird. Unmissable and unforgettable. Richard Thomas is Atticus Finch in Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird.
Coming to Tennessee Performing Arts Center August 9th through the 14th. Tickets on sale now at tpac.org.
Well, technically not the fall, August 9th through 14th. John Boy, is it going to be a TPAC? It's going to be cool. He has continued to act in so many different shows, but I've never seen him in a live stage performance. So if you want to see that, go to tpac.org to get your tickets. Brooks Healing Center is one of our partners in Normandy, Tennessee. Where is it? Normandy is just a little bit southeast of Murfreesboro, if I've got my GPS in my head right. Don't ever trust me. Just Google it. Normandy, Tennessee. It's close to Murfreesboro. And I encourage you, if you have someone suffering with addiction, and that's what addiction's all about, help is on the way. BrooksHealingCenter.com is where you get more information.
Healing from substance abuse can be a lonely journey, but you don't have to do it all on your own. At Brooks Healing Center, you matter. We're here to lend you love, support, and acceptance on your journey to find yourself again. With medical detox, residential, and partial hospitalization program levels of care, we help you overcome addiction, trauma, and adverse childhood experiences through personalized healing journeys. Our seasoned team of heart-centered staff is here for you with support, compassion, and hope. At Brooks Healing Center, we'll love you until you fall in love with everything you are.
Staycations are the subject of this month, and we're looking for cool places that are little day trips or very close, within an hour, hour and a half of Nashville, all around the mid-state. And we're going to be talking about things. If you have a place that you like to staycation or you like to visit close to home, be sure you let us know. Right now, we're going to go to the grand opening over at some of the new facilities at Henry Horton State Park. Every time I think about Henry Horton, I think about the late, the great publisher and singer, songwriter Bob Beckham, and he helped so many people. And he used to have his annual golf tournament at Henry Horton. Boy, have things changed at Henry Horton.
We are here today to celebrate the opening of the new restaurant, the visitor center, and the interpretive facility. It's really impressive. The office space is on the second floor. I think it's over 2,000 square feet. It's really well laid out, very, very functional. The gift shop and visitor center here is awesome. There's also a small conference room, training facility with a huge vaulted ceiling. It is gorgeous. And then you go over into the interpretive center where there's an aquarium and there's a lot of information on the Duck River and why the Duck River is considered the most ecologically diverse river in all of North America.
Well, the restaurant's a beautiful place. It's right over here in Henry Horton. It has a view over the landscape here, and it's just in a beautiful spot. It has outdoor seating. It has indoor seating. The staff is just phenomenal. It is going to be a go-to place in this community.
There's a lot of people to thank our partners from the Duck River Association that helped fund the interpretive component of the visitor center. That was $350,000 grant to help with exhibits inside the visitor center. Also, general services and a stream division that helped manage our capital projects. And of course, we want to appreciate all of our staff here in Henry Horton and the work they've done to help pull things together and to be able to maintain and care for these facilities.
I love Henry Horton, and I also love the facilities at Montgomery Bell State Park. If you want a great place to staycation, Mark says the house. That's where he likes to staycation. I second that emotion. I really like that one too. But thank you for weighing in. If you got a good place you want me to check out, or maybe there's a nice local restaurant and it's a good destination dine, well, we like to talk about those too. Elizabeth weighing in, treatment is life-changing. You never have to be alone in fighting addiction. You have to. You know that is the absolute truth. You are never alone. And you don't have to wait for no traffic. Hit the kitchen when you need to. I love it. Oh, and Regina's joining us today. Hi, Regina. Hope you are well. We have got so many wonderful folks who check in with us every day, and we are so glad when we get to share stuff to do. If you are staycationing in Nashville, do not miss this week at Backstage Nashville, 3rd and Lindsley. Doors are at 11:15. The show starts at 12:15, and Steve Dorff will be on stage this week.
Country music got a hold on me. It bit me in the worst degree. When I was little, heard a fiddle or a steel guitar. I started hunting and a popping like a man from Mars. Country music got a hold on me. It's an affliction that won't let me be. It's a certain fact that's plain to see. Country music got a hold on me. When I turned 18, I joined a hillbilly band. Rocked every joint from Maine to Alabama. Now people that come from miles around wanna hear me play the country sound. Country music made me what I am. I'ma take a big guitar man.
It's a matinee show. We are done by 2:30 in the afternoon. Can't beat that with a stick, and neither can you beat the good programs that they have helping 4-H and Future Farmers of America, the FFA, our friends at Farm Credit Mid-America. If you have a dream of farming, whether you've got a little hobby farm, whether you're growing products that you're going to sell at the farmer's market, or maybe you're just going to have an egg stand, they can help you understand exactly what kind of operation. Maybe you want to have a big operation. They're actually run by farmers, and it's basically a cooperative, and they have dividends that get paid back to their members every year. It's really incredible. And they've got this wonderful rewards card that when you use it and you use your eFarm credit money, that you get cash back on every purchase. It is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing. And they do things on the value of a handshake.
The backbone of America has been built on handshakes. In a handshake, there is trust, honesty, and a mutual commitment to building a long-lasting relationship. At Farm Credit Mid-America, we remain true to those principles. And while the world around us may be changing, we remain focused on securing the future of rural communities and agriculture. One home, one farm, and one business at a time.
So glad to have Johnny Binokur watching today. Hi, JV. I love sharing great movies that I find. I like to stream. That's what I do. And I have Amazon Prime. That's where I found this movie. It was done back in 2013. It won all sorts of awards. It started streaming and came out in theaters and a big major release, I think, in 2015. So 2013, 2015. It's been around a while. Ellen Bernstein is in it. And my favorite, Josh Lucas, I love him. He's the guy who does the Home Depot voice, Home Depot commercials. Oh, love him. He's so wonderful. But this movie is, man, there's a lot of layers to it. But I thought I would share it with you because there are very few really good movies that have a deep, good moral compass. There's not a lot of those around. And it's not, it's not one of those kind of movies that's kind of low budget and everything. This one it rings all the bells. There might be a little language every now and then because an old lady with a gun might just have a tendency to say something every now and then, but I don't think there are any of those in this trailer. Wish You Well is the movie, and I think you can find it on Amazon Prime, and I think you can find it on Netflix as well. Take a look.
When I was 10 and my brother Oz was 7.
Our lives changed in the blink of an eye.
People pass when it's their time.
What exactly is wrong with Miss Amanda?
Believing in something is a lot better than having an empty heart.
What are you doing here?
I'm gonna read one of your father's books to your mother.
That damn coal company is not gonna get my farm and destroy the mountain and ruin the land.
There is no money in Jack Cardinal's estate.
Miss Cardinal, I'm happy to offer you $50,000 for your property.
You can find your way off my property. This land has provided for me all my life. I think it'll provide for us now.
It was absolutely one of the best movies ever. It was a total surprise. I was not expecting it to be that great. But I found it, it was for free with your Amazon Prime subscription if you have that. And you can check Netflix. Wish You Well. And Ellen Bernstein. Anyway, I think I am turning into her as I get older. Y'all, there is a group of kids that are so talented. They're the Jolly String Quartet. They were all adopted and brought to this country, and their story is fabulous. JollyStringQuartet.com to get their story. But I want to introduce you to their music. They've got a brand new project, and it's called Vintage Revival, a brand new album. They've been working on it for a while. I don't know why these kids aren't the biggest stars in the world. I do not know, but let's help make them the biggest stars in the world. I swear to you, I've never seen this much talent come together in my whole entire life. And I've seen a lot of talent come together. I've seen as much talent. There are a lot of talented families out there. I have never seen more.
Hey y'all, we are so excited to announce the release of a brand new album called Vintage Revival.
This is our first full album, and it is made up of 10 of our favorite hymns and other worship songs that we grew up singing.
We really wanted to revive these beautiful old words and melodies, but kind of reimagine them stylistically, using genres like folk, gospel, blues. We even threw some bluegrass and classical on the same album.
We may have broken some rules, but you'll love it. This project has been in the works for a while now and was recorded, produced, and mixed all here in our new home studio.
And after well over a year of very hard work, we are finally ready for the release, and we think there's never been a better time than right now for these reminders of the beauty of God's creation, the comfort He brings us in times of trouble, and the revival that He brings to our lives.
This album features many standards like How Great Thou Art and Blessed Assurance, along with other songs like Listen to Our Hearts and Bound to Come Some Trouble.
So go to iTunes, download, and listen right now.
Or you can get a physical copy directly from our website at thejollystringquartet.com.
And we're going to be working hard to make sure you get yours shipped out as soon as possible.
The album will also be available on all streaming platforms on July 8th.
We are so excited for this release and would love to know your thoughts. And don't forget to tag us with your favorite songs. Adios.
I just encourage you to find out more from the Jolly String Quartet, their story of adoption and the blessings of the family that they have created. It's just astounding, and it's incredible. So I love good stories, and they're a good story, but they sing great too. I thought this will give you an example. And if you don't love the Jolly String Quartet, well, I'm just not going to say what I first thought, but you're going to love them. Trust me, you're going to love them.
There's a fountain free, 'tis for you and me. Let us haste, oh haste to its brink. 'Tis a fount of love from the source above, and He bids us all freely drink. Will you for you and me, thirsty soul.
Man, if that don't get you, you can't be God. The Jolly String Quartet Vintage Revival is out now, and it's fantastic. So I hope you'll go and get it wherever you stream music, or if you want one, they'll just fix it right up in their own little house and send it out to you. I just love that whole family thing, and I love the grassroots. Thank you all for watching and for being here. Remember, it's FSS. Follow, subscribe, share. If you weren't doing what you're doing, we couldn't do what we do. So thank you so much for being here. Don't forget this weekend in Robertson County, Springfield, Tennessee at Red River Farms, the Sunflower Festival. That's a nice staycation event. And also, if you want to head 24 East, the Smokehouse, even though the big Smokehouse, big restaurant part burned, they have turned that into something really cool and really fun. And they still have live music in the back at the barbecue area. And it is fun. People are just absolutely loving it. I talked to Marla Sitton yesterday, and she said, man, the crowds are doing great. And my friend Chris Golden played a few weeks ago, and he's coming back. So you can check him out and find out when he's going to be back there again. Be safe, everybody. Be kind. Remember, most of all, as you go into your day, that you are loved, because it makes you act different. It really does.
Nothing like sunrise with your coffee in the morning, or taking a good book off the shelf. Another thing I love the most than being on my own is together with everybody else. Together, like a silent Sunday summer. Together, on my front porch with my friends. Together with who's ever there, standing next to me. Yeah, together is my favorite.